The book I'm reading is The Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum. You may think it's exactly like the movie, but it's actually not. It's actually very different. In the movie, it's always talked about by people that the Munchkins greeted Dorothy and Toto, but that's actually not true. The Good Witch of the North and 3 other Munchkins greeted Dorothy and Toto. And in the book, the Wicked Witch of the West actually had silver shoes, not red shoes, and they never mentioned anything about it being sparkly. Honestly, when I read the book, I had to read the silver shoes part twice because I've always been told that even in the book, the silver shoes were not existent. They were basically just the red shoes. And every time I've heard somebody talk about The Wizard of Oz, they've always talked about the Munchkins greeting Dorothy and singing their little song, and the red shoes that Dorothy took from the Wicked Witch of the West. That's all from me. Goodbye. I am reading a book called Almost Home by Joan Bayer. The book is from the perspective of a girl named Sugar. And honestly, Sugar could use some sweetness in her life. Sugar has struggled with multiple things. Her father has made many promises and has never kept them, and takes money from the bank account of her and her mom, and doesn't even live with them. He always makes promises to pay back all his debt and stuff, but he never does it. Where I left off in the book, Sugar and her mom were just visited by a bank teller coming to claim their house. At the end of the chapter, Sugar wrote to the bank teller, "Dear Mr. Bergen, I'm young, but I know about monsters. I've dealt with them before, and I'll do it again. Get your fat hands off our house and leave us alone. Yours very truly, Sugar May Cole." And to her father, she wrote, "Dear Mr. Leland, if you are ever looking for a time to do the right thing, this is it. Rebba's counting on you, and me, well, I'm just hoping. From Sugar." And as you can see, the quote on the book really does stand true. Sugar could use some sweetness in her life. That's all for me. Goodbye.